Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our series, You, Me, and a College Degree. We are here with Emily, and we're
Hi.
here for our third session. Going into this is going to be called Choosing the Right School for You and College Majors. Emily, you ready?
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and ask our first question for today. What factors did you keep in mind when selecting the colleges you picked? And did COVID affect any of those choices after the fact?
Well, for me, a big thing was location and size. I've always been really drawn to New England, so I definitely wanted to apply to some schools there. And I knew I wanted I like the idea of a liberal arts education that comes often in a smaller college, so that was a big factor, and it really helped me narrow down because there's millions of schools, or not literally, but it feels like there's millions of schools, so it really helped me narrow down from the very wide selection that I had to choose from.
Nice. We're going to go ahead and ask the second question, okay? How many schools have you applied for so far? And have you added or taken away any schools since the pandemic hit?
Right now I've applied to 14 schools. I think that will be it for me. I was originally planning to apply to some schools overseas. Oxford was one that I was really interested in applying to, especially. That is not going to be a thing that I'm doing anymore. It's a whole other process to apply to schools abroad. And I think that with everything going on right now, I'll really focus on schools in the States.
All right. Well, that takes away my next question. Did you apply to any of the colleges out of state? Did you? Of the 14, are any of them out of state?
Yes, I have applied out of state. Like I said, I really was interested in New England schools, so I did apply to a fair number of schools there.
Yeah. Now, as far as majors go, like I know sometimes this throws seniors for a loop. Do you know what you want to major in once you get into school?
It was a little bit of a process for me to figure out what I wanted to major in. Originally, I thought maybe literature, perhaps classics. I think now I've pretty solidly settled on political science. Though there's nothing wrong going into college not knowing what you want to major in. There are so many great things to study, and I think keeping an open mind. Yeah, keeping an open mind is definitely
so happy you said that.
You never know what you're going to find. Like I said, if I chose what I originally was going to go into, which is literature or classics, I would have never discovered how much I love politics and history. So, yeah.
Oh, see, that's words of advice to live by for anybody that's viewing this that plans on going to school next year in the near future. I don't think declaring a major is that important. I mean, this was not long ago for myself, but I didn't walk into it declaring a major. I thought I was going to major in English because I thought I was going to teach English. I wanted to be an English teacher. But for some reason, I gravitated and I excelled in my history classes. So that's what I majored in. And it became something that I really, really loved. So if you go into it knowing what you want to major in, good. If you go into it not knowing what you want to major in, that's good too, because we're human and we change our minds every day, every single day. So again, this is our series, You, Me, and a College Degree. I'm Miss Kiana, and we're here with our team volunteer, Emily. We have one more session to go. Well, that'll be our fourth session, and I'm so excited, but I'm sad at the same time because I love spending this time here with Emily. I love picking her brain. I love learning what teams are going through right now as far as the college process goes, especially during the pandemic. So our next and final session will be how to search for scholarships and applying for financial aid. And I think that's probably going to be our most important session, at least for me. I think it's going to be the most important one because I feel like a lot of you need to hear this, especially if you do plan on going to school next year. If you are in the process of applying for colleges right now, those scholarships and that financial aid information is really important right now. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.